Good morning, fishing addicts. The Ultimate Fishing Addict here coming at you. I'm going to bring you a video today. This is kind of a channel update, and I wanted to show you this brand new camera that I got to further our videos on the channel and make them better and get some clearer sound and different things like that. And I want to kind of tell you where this channel is going to go in 2017. Freezing cold outside today, so it's dropped back down into the 20s here with a wind chill, and we got snow flying around out there. So I've got a nice big fire built in the wood stove, and I just been huddling up here watching YouTube videos and trying to come up with a video idea for you guys to kind of fill in these couple of months here where I doubt we're going to do a whole lot of fishing between now and about probably the end of February, maybe even into March. It may warm up enough here. I was able to get out about 4 days here in January, which is really unusual, so I was really happy about that. But yeah, I wanted to show you this new camera and some of the accessories I got with it, and then kind of talk to you a little bit about where the channel's going. Let's get into this new camera. I am really excited about this, and there again, I am not in any way affiliated with any of these companies. It's just stuff that I got to further our channel and make our videos better. And so this is a camera that I see, and I don't know if it's the exact model, but Grab Life by the Fish One, she got a camera very similar to this, or maybe this same camera, and I was really impressed by her step up in video quality with this camera. So I researched it, I watched some of her videos with the new camera, and I just thought, man, I got to have me a new camera. There's just a whole difference in what I've been using and what the quality that you can get out of these newer cameras, these video cameras that will also take the still pictures. So this is a Canon Vixia HFR 700. It's 1080p HD. It's got a 57 times zoom lens on it, and it's got the image stabilizer. This takes just beautiful video. My last, I think 3 videos were shot with this. Now on the Pinewood Derby video that I put out just a couple of days ago, some of the picture on there kind of has a PQ to it. That was me fooling around with some different filters inside of the building, trying to figure out what was best with that fluorescent lighting they had in there, and I was having a little trouble with the filters, and I'll go into them in a second, kind of show you those. But I love the quality of this video. I mean, I watched it on my big TV. I watched my little short line cutters thing on my big TV last night, and the Pinewood Derby, just to see the quality difference. And it's just amazing between what I have been using, and I've just been using what I had. I mean, all of us have to do that when we start, and then we can upgrade and, you know, get better stuff. But like I said, this is the Canon Vixia 700. It's got the image stabilizer. It's got a 57 times zoom on it. It's got an external battery that can be changed out and recharged. This has also got the viewing window that you can turn upside down towards the front, so you can see what you're doing when you got yourself in front of the camera. Make sure you're in the lens and make sure you're lined up and everything. I really love that feature. That was one of the problems I had with a couple cameras I've been using. I couldn't see what I was doing all last summer. I just kind of had to guess, and that was hard to do at times. So I really like this feature here. And then the fact this thing is just so small. It really just, my palm of my hand, if I turn my hand towards the camera like that, you can barely see the camera. That's how small this thing is. It's really light. It has of course it has the screw mount on the bottom for all the standard accessories you can put on there, your tripods and everything, or your boat mounts, and that's what I'm going to be using it for mainly, is the boat mount camera. This is going to be doing most of my video in this next season. But yeah, I really love the quality step up in this camera and what it'll do and what the things you can get for it. And that was the other thing with my cameras. I couldn't really get any accessories. I couldn't get any microphones. I could get a microphone, but it wasn't a very good one because of the way it plugged in. So I've got myself a couple different microphones now, and I'll show them to you here. I'll show one of them to you. I've got the other one on this other camera, but But yeah, so it's got the external battery, so I went and got myself an extra battery for it. So I've got 2 batteries, and I'm going to try to pick up a 3rd one here in the next month or 2 before we really get back into serious videoing. So I can recharge those and have, right now with the 2 batteries, I've got about a little over probably 3.5 hours of just straight video time if I wanted to leave this thing running, which was one of the biggest things I couldn't do with my other cameras because of battery issues. I could not leave them running and just fish. I was always having to turn them on, turn them off, turn them on, turn them off. Every time you catch a fish, you got to fumble around. Oh my God, I got to turn the camera on. And I've lost fish this last season because of trying to fool with these cameras. So this is going to be a big advantage to me, having the extra batteries and having these external batteries that can be swapped out and recharged. So, so that's the camera and the batteries. And then one thing that I picked up that I noticed through research that really made a big difference in your wide angle shots, especially outside, was I picked myself up the wide angle lens for this, and so this is going to make a huge improvement on the width of my shots and what you can see on each side of me when I'm fishing out of the boat, especially because that was one of the problems. You couldn't see around me or over to the side with these cameras that I've been using. This wide angle lens will make a big difference in that. Of course, this just screws right onto the front here. It has a little adapter. So I'm excited to use that. I used that a little bit at the Pinewood Derby at the Cub Scout deal the other day. And I really liked what it did, what kind of a shot it gave, and it gives a really clear picture. But so I got the wide angle lens, and then I picked up a set of filters for this too. Now filters is something I don't know a whole lot about. I've been using just these regular old cameras with just no filters that you can put on them or anything, and I researched and thought, well, you know, I definitely need a UV and a sun filter, and then I need a filter for more at night. So I picked up, you can pick up this set of filters off of Amazon. It's a 3-pack. It comes with a little cleaning brush thing. It's got a inside for fluorescent light filter. It's got a UV sun ray filter, and then it's got a night shadows type filter that makes everything more clear and lower light. I don't do a lot of low light fishing, but if I do, I'm definitely happy to have that. So that's a little filter pack, comes in its own little case here. You can get that off of Amazon. It's you know, not very much at all just for this extra filter pack. I think the most expensive thing I have here is this wide angle lens. Well, other than the camera, but of course, but the wide angle lens was probably the most pricey thing. The batteries are very reasonable to get yourself extra batteries. If it came with one, I bought myself another one. So I got the filter pack, the extra battery, and the wide angle lens and the camera, and then I got myself a little cleaning brush with it. So anyway, guys, I'm excited to start using that. My next videos coming out are all going to be filmed with this, and that's going to be a good addition to my arsenal for this next season to give you guys some good content and show you what I'm doing and bring you along on my adventures. The other thing I wanted to pick up was a microphone. It's something that I've never had before. Just a little microphone with a 4-foot cord, which you can't do nothing with, especially when you're in the boat, because it's just not long enough to do anything with. And I didn't, for what I paid for it, it was really cheap and it worked a little bit. And so I thought, if I ever get another camera, I'll get a better microphone. So what I picked up was this is called a Pyle cordless microphone. And I want to thank Midwest Fishing Club and Andrew Bev over there. He had advertised this on his channel, and he hadn't had a lot of chance to use it, but he used it on the one video that I seen, and it seemed to help the quality of his sound during the video. So I researched it and looked it up by the number, and when I was able to find this, and thought, well, you know, for the price on that too, you know, let's give it a try. Now, I haven't had a lot of time to try this. I've tried it once for just a minute or two on a little fool around that I was doing. I didn't even produce it. But it seemed to work pretty good. I'm not sure what range I'm going to actually get out of this. It says you can go 60 feet away. You know, that remains to be seen. And there again, I'm not affiliated with this company. I'm not telling you to go out and buy one of these microphones. I'm just telling you what I got. And if you think it's something that could benefit your channel or you could use, by all means, get yourself one. You can go to Amazon and get this. It's a Pyle. Audio.com. You can also go to that site. You can also go to Amazon, and the number on this is PDWM96. So I'll put the particulars in the description on this, what the numbers are on it if you want to look it up. Same with the camera, and I'll try to do that for the lens if you want to go look that stuff up. I got all this off of Amazon, and then I picked myself up a Samsonite case off of Amazon. It's got a couple compartments in it. It's got a compartment up here to hold some cords, and then you got this flap that got a couple little snaps on it. You can put batteries and different things, and I put my filters in there. So I picked that up too, the Samsonite case. That way I can protect my equipment a little bit better. Last year I was kind of bad about just throwing it in a bike backpack or in the truck of my seat, so I'm trying to get better about that. So one thing I'm going to do, guys, here before I go on to the next section where I kind of just talk to you a little bit and we just have kind of a one-on-one on where this channel is going and what you can expect to see from me, I'm going to stop it here and I'm going to switch cameras, and I'm going to put the new camera on, and so you guys can judge for yourself what you see there and what the difference is. And I'm also going to use the new microphone, one of the other corded microphone that I got that has a 20-foot cord, and see if you see any difference on the sound quality or anything on that. Alright guys, I'll be back with you in a minute. Hang on a second and I'll switch all this out and we'll keep going. Alright guys, I'm back, and I've got the new microphone, corded mic with a 20-foot cord on it on me. So we're trying that on the rest of this video, and then this is the picture from the new camera. I hope you like it. I'm really impressed with the quality of the picture on this thing. And so this is the difference between the first part of this video, and if you compare this last part, you're going to see, I think, a big difference in the video quality. I've not used this microphone only one other time for just a short minute or two, so we're going to try it here. I hope I'm not too loud, because they did warn you about talking too loud, it could distort your voice, so I'm not going to talk as loud as I normally do when I'm trying to reach the internal camera on the mic camera. But yeah, I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about where this channel's going and what we're going to do in 2017 and kind of my plans. First of all, most of you know that I've been fishing out of a Bass Raider 10E, and that's a 10-foot Bass Raider boat. It's got a couple of seats. You can put two people in there comfortably, a trolling motor, and that's what I used all of last season, and I was pretty comfortable in that. I did have one bad experience where I got out on a bigger lake and I had my trolling motor and I fished most of the day and then ended up running out of juice, and with about 20 knot winds, just barely made it back to the ramp by paddling. At times I thought I was going to get swamped and I wasn't even going to make it back. That was a pretty scary experience. It took me probably almost over 2 hours to paddle probably 3/8 of a mile in that kind of wind in that boat with no battery power. So I realized that one of my batteries after that trip was no good last year, so I'm going to get myself a brand new marine deep cycle battery to add to that, and I'm going to have two batteries, two really strong batteries for most of the day. I can use my trolling motor then. Then the big addition we're going to pick up to the addition to the Bass Raider is I'm going to pick up a 3.5 horsepower gas motor to go on there. So I'm really happy about being able to get that. I've got one spotted out. I'm just waiting for the money to come, and then I'm going to get that. That'll afford me to be able to get out on some of these bigger lakes and fish. I have avoided that up to this point because, you know, just quite frankly, after you're out most of the day with a trolling motor, you may not get back if you get very far away. So I'm really excited to be able to get the gas motor that will get me out on some lakes that I haven't been able to fish. So that's going to be a good addition. And then I picked up a couple of more pro staff positions, which I'm really excited to work with them. I picked up Liquid Mayhem. Some of you may have seen that on my Facebook or on my Instagram. So that's a beta tracking. I'm excited to start working with them. Towards the end of last fall, I picked up a company called Recon Fishing Baits, and they make some wonderful baits. They've really treated me good, and it's like a family to be affiliated with them, so I'm really happy to work with them. So I'm going to be working with them extensively this next year and testing baits and using baits, and just doing some promo stuff for them. Then this next 2017, I've got a couple of local tournaments spotted out that I want to fish, and it's something I've not done a whole lot of, but I've fished a couple of tournaments in the past 2 to 3 years, but not a lot. So I've got a couple of bigger tournaments spotted out that I'd like to do. So I'm going to try to get enrolled in those and do a couple tournaments for you guys and experience that side of things. Then the other thing that I'm really looking at doing, and last weekend I went to a boat and travel show here in Cincinnati, and I really got excited about the kayaks. I know a lot of you guys fish out of kayaks. You enjoy what you do. You enjoy the kayak fishing. But yeah, I talked extensively with the Hobie and Jackson guys at the show, and they showed me a lot of the features on the Hobie Pro Angler, and the Jackson's got a couple of nice kayaks out there for fishing anglers. And so I'm really, tossing around the idea of picking myself up maybe a used kayak to start with, to make sure it's what I want to do before I invest the money in maybe a Pro Angler. I'm looking at the 14-foot Pro Angler. That's the one I really like with the Mirage drive on it. But I want to get something used first and maybe try it out here at the pond, try it out at the small lake down the street, and see if that's really what I want to do. But I'm kind of leaning towards that direction for this next year, maybe trying to get myself a kayak and do some kayak fishing. A lot of you guys just think it's the best thing on earth, and I'd like to experience it. And I also know that there's a lot of opportunities for kayak anglers for tournaments and local tournaments around here. I know there's some stuff here in the Miami Valley, and Little Miami River there's a club there that has a tournament and different things for kayaks and canoes, so I'm wanting to experience that maybe. So like I said, I'm really thinking about the kayak scene, so that might be something you'll see on this channel this next year. And then, main thing is, guys, I just want to put some quality content out for you. I enjoy filming. I enjoy going out and catching the big fish and bigger fish, little fish, whatever kind of fish. I just like fishing. And if I can document it and show it to you guys, then that's a good thing for me, and I hope it gives you a little insight into what I do and my daily life. And I'm not much of a, as they call the blogs or vlogs, or I'm not much on doing that. And I don't want the rest of my family on these videos. So my son's on there once in a while, and maybe my daughter here and there, but it's not really a family deal at this point. They're not comfortable on camera, and I'm not comfortable having them on camera. So it's kind of just me for now. So I'm not going to be doing much vlogging or blogging, but we're going to try to do a lot of fishing content and maybe some tackle content and different things like that. And guys, anytime you have a comment or anything, or if I can answer a question or anything, please feel free to shoot me a comment in the comment section. I'll answer anything as long as it's not too personal. Then if you get a chance, you can go over and follow my Instagram. I got an Instagram account that's always got some activity going on it, a lot of interaction on there. It's Ultimate Fishing Addict over on Instagram. And then we've got over on Twitter. I'm on Twitter daily, about 3 or 4 times a day usually, and I post a lot of content on there. It's Ultimate Fish Addict at Jesse Quillen. Then, of course, I got my Facebook page, The Ultimate Fishing Addict. There's a Facebook page. You can join that page, and I post a lot of my content on there as far as fishing related. I try to keep a lot of that fishing related stuff off of my regular Facebook channel, which is more geared towards my family and my extended family. But I do have that separate fishing page. It's called Ultimate Fishing Addict. And it's on Facebook, and you can join that. You don't have to have a request to join it. You can just like the page and follow me on there. So I've got the social media thing going on, and I do a lot on social media, so I enjoy having you guys follow me on there and coming over there with me. And then I think that's about it, guys. I just wanted to kind of give you a direction of where we're going and some of my ideas and thoughts, you know, like about the kayak and what we're kind of going to do this next year, and some of the thoughts of where we're going. And like I said, I'm going to try to pick up myself a gas motor for my bass raider. That will help us get out on some big lakes and get some better quality content for you guys. Some different places that you haven't seen yet. Just some extra accessories and gear that I need to pick up this next year, and when I do, I'll bring you along and show it to you. But you know, guys, I always appreciate you subscribing to the channel. I know this might be kind of a long video. I'll try to cut some of it out, but I just wanted to talk to you a little bit, show you a camera and things, and kind of tell you where we were going. But I enjoy having you along, and I enjoy some of my loyal subscribers that have been with me, you know, from the very beginning almost. I know we got Cam over there at the crappie hole. We got Andrew Bev at the Midwest Fishing Club. Grab Life by the Fish One watches me. Fat Bassin, appreciate you watching. I shouldn't have started naming, but because I know I'll forget somebody. But you know, I just enjoy all you guys watching my channel. Appreciate you subscribing. And you know, guys, I noticed this morning we're at 179 subscribers. And if you remember, probably a month ago, I said as soon as we hit 180, I would announce the giveaway, and for 200 subscribers. So if we get that one more subscriber, I'll be putting a video out and telling you what's going to be in the giveaway and how you can enter and what you got to do to enter it and all that stuff, and what we're going. I'll show you what we're going to give away for the 200. I'm really excited to reach that benchmark, as they say. It's not taking me all that long, starting from 0 back in the summer. So I really appreciate you guys, and if you like the channel and you can share it with somebody, go ahead and share it and tell them we're going to get ready to do a giveaway for the 200, and I'll post that video as soon as we hit one more subscriber. I'm getting the package together this afternoon so I can show it to you. Hopefully by tomorrow we'll be posting a video with that giveaway on there for the 200 subscribers. All right, guys, I'm going to let you go. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Hit that like button, and of course smash that subscribe button if you haven't been subscribed already. And I'll catch you on the next one, guys.